What is good, y'all? It's Ronald Kabang, also known as Youcapper from sportsmemo.com. Got my guy Chris with me again today. You know how we do when we're together. We do that live capping stuff. This is the fun show where we can get a lot of feedback from the chat and all that stuff, and also, man, learn a lot of SDQL when we do these live capping too. So hopefully you guys learn a little something and we get some cash today. I know some of you guys been following the trends that I've been posting since like All Star break. Did the recap yesterday, and it's about like 70% win percentage since 3 days before the All Star break, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to, I forgot who it was. Someone messaged me and was like, "Yo, can you do the trends again?" I was like, "Yeah, all right." And yeah, since then everything's been kind of hidden. So hopefully we keep going, and just people just keep learning. That's the main goal of Let's Cap, and we just cash together. What up to the chat? Everybody's popping in the chat already. Love you guys for coming in early. You guys were here before us. I seen some comments before us. Chris, man, how you been doing? I was in Vegas for a week, so I didn't really chop it up with you too much. But how you been doing?
Good, bro. MLB actually been treating me good. RC has been treating me real good.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I think I think you hit on a lot, RC. Especially the trends though. Like I think SoCal DJ might have said it yesterday. I watched the show even though I wasn't a part yesterday. I watched it later. But I think he mentioned it. RC. He was saying that because we have so much data on the pitchers and the teams at this time of the year, it's really a really good time to lock in and make some MLB money. And
Yeah,
because the
exactly.
trends are hitting, the trends are hitting at a high clip
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
So
It almost makes me want to wait, like for every sport, to just wait till after the half point. You know what I mean? Like
get
you
enough
get so
data.
much data, so much
Hmm.
information, you could just cash all that you need on the second half. Like don't even mess with that first half. You know what I mean? You're going off of historic data that isn't really there, to be honest. Like if you look at team trends and stuff like that, if the coach is different, if key players are different, it's not the same team. It's not the same squad. If you look at it from a different perspective, like as far as league wide stuff, then that makes a little bit of sense, right? Because you're using how the books judge lines and totals and stuff based off of you know team criteria, like strategies and stuff like that. So that's another way to look at it, but definitely MLB in the second half has been like straight fire for us. Like
Absolutely.
our chalkboard free plays, I think are at like a 13 and 1 run, if I'm not mistaken, because Finesse hit his Nerfy yesterday.
Hmm.
So we're that chalkboard group has been cashing if you're in there. But yeah, with that said, let's get into our first game. We're gonna cap live. I gotta bring my screen up. But first one we're gonna do Guardians and Tigers. If you guys in the chat, feel free to add whatever you guys want to look at. We could just bring it up in SDQL. So I'll start sharing my screen here. Um, and again, for some of the people who are new to watching the show, the sites that we use here for SDQL to pull up trends to do our live capping here is spodevs.com, gimmethedog.com, and sometimes but rarely killersports.com. I think Spodev is in Gimme the Dog really has everything that we need, especially for MLB.
Hmm.
All right, so first game, like I said, Guardians and Tigers. All right, so we got Bieber and Alexander. I posted this trend earlier about Alexander. It's basically just Alexander himself, who's a fade, and also his games towards the under because the Tigers don't put up any run support. You can see here 7.20 ERA, 0-3 at home, 0-6 overall on the season, 2.33 run support at home. And look at the last three there, 1.67. They're just not giving him any run support at all. 0-6 to the under there. Shane Bieber, uh, 8-4 at home. Sorry, 8-4 on the road, 3.43 ERA, average of 4 run support, and then 3.25 for the opponents here. Last three, 2-1, about a 1 run gap in the run support. And then if we look at the bats here, Guardians versus lefties, hitting less, 232. and 4.24 runs against lefties versus the righties. So hitting a little bit less, no power there is what we're seeing. They just don't strike out a lot, and that's something that's been a trend all season long. They don't strike out a lot as a team. Tigers versus righties at home, hitting 231, 3.44 runs. So they're not putting any runs up at all for them against righties at home. Looking at last five, look at that. That's even worse. The 0.169 average there, and then a 2.4 run support. And Guardians on the other side doing a little bit better with the lefties recently. So their current form, the Guardians bats are just killing it right now. And then also the bullpen here, you can see the Tigers struggling the last few games. But overall in the season, I mean, not as bad. So we might see some positive regression there. So that could say maybe, focus on the first five and not mess with the full game. But we'll see what happens when we move over to the SDQL. So I was looking at WNBA earlier. Let's move to MLB. All right. Well, what should we look at first?
One of the things, Ronald, I think, like besides the pitcher, we already talked about Alexander being a fade, right?
Yeah.
We want to check and see, of course, how much run support Mr. Bieber is getting, specifically on the road, because they're on the road today, right? This game is in Detroit. Yeah. So I'm always checking that first of all, and we can just start there. But the second thing, RC, is what I'm looking at is run support. I want to see how much run support he's getting, and I want to see how well. Like, we just looked at the numbers, but I want to go back and look at those games to see who the pitchers were. We talked about the Guardians doing well against left-handed pitcher. I want to go back and look at that too.
Yeah, so Shane Bieber on the season, you can see that first five gap there, about almost a run, and then the full game 4.35 run support versus
zoom in just a tad bit.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, you good?
There you go. Record wise, 13-7 straight up, 10-7-3 in the first five, and we want to look at him on the road, right? Is that what we want to do? Yeah. 8-4 straight up, 5-4-3 on the first five money line. Here's the first five under 7-4-1 to the under there. And we're looking at the run support in the first five, not as great as I would have thought. So that gap in the first five isn't great at all.
Nope.
What is the team total on the Tigers? Maybe that's the way that we
probably 1.5. If I had to guess, I'm about to look at it right now.
We say road favorites a little bit better here. But full game gap isn't that large.
Still not as big. Yeah, and they're only 3-4 on the run line too. But when you look at the Tiger side of things, I mean, we always want the stars to align on both sides. When you go to the Tiger side of things, that's when I think we'll see the big difference.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like you said, the team total for the Tigers' first five, RC, is 1.5. The under is -140. The over is +120. So the books aren't expecting it. They know that the Tigers are struggling. They don't expect a lot of runs at all.
Yeah. So one thing that I would see here is that he's already faced him twice. 8-1 there and 2-8 here. So let's look at how it was in the first five in this game. July 6. But he gave up 5.
I was gonna say, Miss said Bieber is the real deal. I backed.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like Bieber.
I backed him one time this year, and he let me down. I see. So I don't think I've been back to the well yet.
Bieber's legit though. He's an awesome pitcher. But this game here, specifically the last game that they faced, they did get him.
And that was recently too. So hopefully that's on his mind. That was a month and 3 days ago.
Yeah. Let's see how. Let me see something real quick. What if we say in his last start, he gave up 4 more runs?
Okay.
There you go. 3-0 straight up. The under full game right there. So you can see he's not giving up a lot after that happens. Oh, wait, he didn't give up 4? Wait a second. Yes. There you go. There you go. All right.
Not as well.
Yeah. So just one game. He only gave up one game against a previous opponent. So this is my take of like a revenge spot. You know what I mean? Like an NBA.
Yeah.
You gave up 4+ runs. How do you come back after that? So 1-0, but that's against the Athletics, which is actually comparable to the Tigers.
I was gonna say a team that don't score.
Yeah, they don't score. So maybe that first 5 run line isn't where it's at because he's not getting that run support. We've looked at it and we're not seeing that run support.
But RC, I think who's the pitcher in that game? Because I'm pretty sure it probably wasn't a left-handed.
Oh, Cole Irvin.
Cole Irvin, right-handed.
Yeah, he's dominant pitcher.
He's way better than this guy Tyler Alexander today too.
Yeah. All right. So let's go over to that side. So we see that the under here probably, I don't know, maybe the Tigers under.
Hold on, RC. Before you go over to the other side, let's look at the Guardians against starting left-handed pitchers in the previous, let's say 3 or 4, like last month.
All right.
And if we want to after this, let's add them on the road as well after this. So 4-2 straight up, 1-0 on the run line as a favorite. So they're getting 2.5. Okay.
2.5, yeah.
Last couple games, a loss, 7-5-4-2. And those were against hold on, go back, RC. Those were against good pitch. They just came out of series with the Astros, right? So yeah, they had
this one was this guy had his first start. This was his first start. So okay. I would say take that away.
McClanahan is on the list. Jeffrey Springs on the list. Montgomery. So those are
pretty good
quality.
Pitchers.
Yeah, I was gonna say even Cortez. Yeah. Those are pretty good pitchers.
Let's do, because I've seen his name a couple times on there. All right, so just 2 of them. So this one and this one here. So Diamondbacks and Rays. I mean, I would say from a batting perspective, Tigers are probably
the worst.
The worst out of them. Yeah. Yeah. So I can't imagine them really putting any runs up here.
Yeah. So RC, look, before you start going on the other side, let's look at, since we're talking about since we're talking about the Tigers bats, let's look at the Tigers versus starting right-handed pitchers at home recently, like last month.
On the Tiger side?
So the Tigers being at home, this was what I looked at earlier. And then let's look at recently. So I typically add like the last month.
So they lost 5 of the last 6 here.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, if you look at those pitchers that they're pitching against, I mean, those aren't
Ryan, Sonny Gray. Oh man, those are dominant pitchers too.
Yeah.
I would say Shane Bieber would be on that list as a dominant pitcher. So they've been getting rocked.
Yep.
So all of them on the run line too, except for Darvish.
Yep, they got Darvish in the Padres.
Yeah, and Darvish is, if I'm not mistaken, he's better at home than he is on the road. So that could have been it as well. And also, yeah, this could have been a little and their offense too. I feel like it's been struggling since all the trades and all that stuff. So maybe that had impact on that.
Yeah.
But Scooble's, he's a young guy too. Okay, so I would say
you want to look at the Alexander side of things?
Yeah, Alexander starter. I would say it's got to be Cleveland.
Yeah, it's Cleveland or nothing, right?
What's his name? Tyler. All right, so this is one of the trends that I put up there. 0-6 on the straight up. 0-6 on the run line too.
Look at that run support.
6-0 to the under. Here, do we think that the Guardians can put up 4 or 5 runs? 5 runs? You think they can put up 5 runs?
I do think
because I think Detroit probably puts up only one or 2.
Yeah, and I think they can get to them early too, RC. I know the trends don't necessarily support it, but me, I'm a first 5 better. I try to get my money and get out.
Yeah, first five run line. What is the odds?
It was a -136 last time I looked at it, but I mean, even in where you at right now, RC, this guy's giving up 3.17 runs. Yeah. And if we wanted to look at his last couple games, we could dial it back in and just kind of look at that as well.
I
But
feel
yeah,
like this is as close to the end score that we could probably get. It'll probably be like 5-2.
2-5. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. That
yep.
that keeps it under, and you get the run line on the Guardians. And that goes with yeah. That makes sense to me. I don't know. So you're gonna focus on the first
Yeah,
five run line?
I just think that I think Bieber comes out like you said, revenge game Bieber tonight.
Yeah.
He comes out and get his revenge. RC.
Yeah.
Detroit probably doesn't score at all. If they do, it's one run.
It'll
And
be after
yeah, and
after
if
he gets out. Yeah.
yeah, and I think the Guardians can get to this guy early. It's kind of impressive, RC, when you look at who the Guardians have played because they've had a pretty difficult schedule recently. When you go back, like me, I'm always going down to even to the bottom of Spodaz, and
Yeah.
I'm looking at the teams that they've played against and the pitchers that they played against. They just played against right-handed pitchers specifically. They beat Christian Javier 1-0. They beat Luis Garcia for the Astros as well 4-1. And then they got blanked by Justin Verlander, but he does that to a lot of people. They got 3 against Zach Gallen, and then 5 against Zach Davies. They got 5 against Shane McClanahan, and they got 4 against Corey Kibler. So if they can't get 4 runs against this guy, I don't know what the problem is. So
Yeah.
they've been
Nah, I
playing
feel
against some
it.
really tough competition. Astros, Diamondbacks, and Rays. Like those are 3 solid teams. Detroit Tigers don't go in that. They don't go in that same category.
Yeah. So to me, the way that I would look at it would be the Guardians run line
On the run line, 4
on the
game.
run line, probably full game. Yeah. That's probably where I put my money at. Either that or the first 5.
What was the bullpen numbers again, Ashley?
Home road splits there, but then the last 5, 828 there. But you
Oh,
can
okay.
see, man, you can see how they've been struggling against
Yeah,
righties at
yeah.
home.
I think that's the thing for me, RC. Like I'm looking for a dominant pitcher on one side, and I don't feel like Bieber is like that dominant in my
Yeah.
my estimation. But I think he's good enough to get the job done, and I do think that he limits them, a team that's already struggling.
Yep.
And I think that on the opposite side, we get a lot of runs from the Guardians today.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're gonna do first 5, right? I think I'm gonna go full game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
go
didn't
full
take
game on the run
it
line.
yet. I didn't take it yet, but yeah, I might do a half unit on both. RC,
That makes sense. Shit, that makes sense.
I
That
might
makes
gamble
sense to
like
me.
that.
All right, so I'm gonna go. Man, I kind of want to touch the under too. I just feel
I do
like
too. But I think the under was already at what, like 7.5. I
that's
think the
seven and a
game
half.
is it 7.5 now.
7.5. Yeah, it's been 7.5. I think it was juiced to the over to open. Now it's juiced to the under.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I kind of want to. I'll probably find a way to touch the under somehow, but I would say, for show purposes, I'm probably just gonna go. I'm probably gonna put my money on it too, most likely, because usually when I put anything official out on the show, I usually put my money on it.
yeah, for
So
sure.
Cleveland full game run line is probably where I'll go with it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that more than the under, RC, just because like if they get to this guy super early, they might clear the over by themselves.
Yeah, yeah, that's
You
what
know
I'm
what I mean?
scared
Like
of.
it
That's
could
exactly what
get
I'm scared
bad.
of.
That's why I want to stay away from the under two. I've been cashing on unders left and right, especially first 5. Like I've been posting them. I've been not posting them,
Yeah,
but a lot of unders been hitting. But yeah, I'm scared of this Alexander guy. I don't know nothing about him. He might give up 10 runs today.
he might give up a lot. That makes
Yeah.
sense to me. I I,
Yeah.
I agree with S. Dot here,
What up,
Cleveland
S
run line
Dot?
and under, but I think for me, there's so many games today. I'm probably just gonna pick the Cleveland run line, and if at the end of the day, or like by the time I'm done capping everything, and I feel like I can put more units out there, I'll probably add that under. But yeah, I would probably just go with the run line here. I don't think Detroit can score. If they do 1 or 2 runs, Guardians are probably the rest.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, RC.
All
You
right.
actually talking me more into the full game, and I'll probably just play the full game. Even though I hate full games, but yeah, I probably play
Yeah.
the full game.
All right, so the next one we got is Blue Jays and Orioles. Shout out to the chat too. I see you guys posting your stuff. Hopefully, yeah. It looks like a lot of us are pretty aligned on it. So yeah. All right, so
So
let's
this
do Blue
Astros.
Jays
Okay.
and Orioles here. I think a lot of us cashed on the Orioles yesterday.
Yes, we did, RC. Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
a lot of us cashed on the Orioles yesterday, so hopefully we can keep going. But we'll see. They have Blue Jays got Manoah on the mound. You can't. I mean, it's hard to go against that guy.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah.
So Manoah on the road, 7-4, 2.43 ERA, 9-2 to the under. That's where the dominance goes. Right? But he's not. He's getting some run support. At least he's getting that 4 runs there. He just the thing is he's not giving up a lot. And then British right here, 6.75 ERA at home, 5.65 last 3. He's more towards the over because he's giving up a lot of runs, but he's also getting pretty solid run support there, 5.29 and 6. Let's look at the bats here, home and road split. So road against righties, Blue Jays, they are killing it right there. Almost, what is that? That's a 1.6 run difference between righties and lefties on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the Orioles side, that's a close to a run difference here, righties versus lefties at home. And they're struggling to make contact too. Well, I guess they're getting contact, but they're not turning them into hits. So we'll see how that goes. The bullpen, Orioles bullpen is pretty strong here.
Oh yeah, it's really strong. Yeah, they
yeah.
got top three bullpen in the whole MLB.
Yeah, and then if we look at last 5, Orioles are actually picking it up against righties at home, and then on the other side is pretty consistent there. So that, I mean, current form, Orioles are doing a lot better, but full season, it's a lot less than they are against lefties at home. All right, let's go over to Give Me the Dog. So first one I want to bring up is probably just bringing up Manoah.
Euphoria said he on the Orioles money line. Good luck. Euphoria against Manoah.
I don't think I could touch it. I don't
It's
think
a crazy one. Yeah, me either. Me either. I had to find another way.
Yeah.
That's that
13
set
and
parlay.
8.
Cleveland Jays, Dodgers, Braves. Oh Lord, that's a hell of a parlay.
Orioles, I mean, like, he's not wrong though, because the Orioles are
they're hot. Yeah, they're
hot,
like
yeah.
21-3 or
and
something like that.
The fact that they're in the division that they're in and are, you know, have their record, dude, they're I said this before on Sports Momo show that they're super underrated.
Yeah, oh they are. They definitely are. Yeah, the real ones know for sure. See, I had a conversation with Finesse right before the All-Star game, and he was saying that one of his spots is going to be pick and choose his spots, but he was definitely going to be back in Baltimore because he knew it'd be some value on them. And I know you cashed on the plus money yesterday. I took the first 5 run line. Yesterday. Yeah, I took the first 5 run line like a little punk, but I cashed too. So.
Yeah, but it's all about the spots, right? And
it's absolutely, really, it's always about the
it's
spot.
hard. It is hard to go against Manoah just because of how great a pitcher he is. But you can see here, especially in the first 5, he's really not getting the run support he needs.
Who's that, Manoah, right?
Yeah, Manoah.
Yeah,
right?
Somebody, right?
1.64, 1.27. And then they're getting runs after the first 5, but are you really going to be able to do that against the Orioles here?
It's the Orioles,
with a strong bullpen, right? So that's the reason why I wanted to stay away from the side in general in this game and just focus on the total, where Manoah, you know, has been strong towards the under, 9-2 to the under in road games. The funky part though is just Kyle Bradish is on the opposite side.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
that's enough to keep me off right there. I see, but I'm interested to hear what you're about to say.
So let's go Orioles.
Because in this spot right here, how many runs was he getting, RC? 1.13, 1.63 or something like that?
1.6, yeah, 1.6, 1.7.
Okay, 1.6.
So you can see on the opposite side, you're looking towards
he giving
the over.
Up 3 points. Yeah, he giving up 3.67.
But so if we look at this, right, and we got a total of 8.5, if we think I would say the Blue Jays. All right, so if I think the Blue Jays are going to win, the Orioles are probably not going to – it means the Orioles are not going to put up runs.
Right. Agreed. Yeah.
So it's like, all right, so what if the Blue Jays put up 5 and the Orioles put up maybe another 5-2 game, 5-3 game? That still puts us under the 8.5. But if it goes the opposite way and we think the Orioles are going to win, the Orioles are only going to win if they can limit the Blue Jays You know what I mean? I don't think
Under.
they're gonna over. They're not gonna score like 6-7 runs
Yeah, I don't see
like
this
they
game being
have.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like a lot of it. If you could see, like there's the inconsistency of the run support, right? 1, 2, 1. Those are the L's, and then I guess shit. He's getting the run support in these
I was
wins.
gonna say, and against
The
Bradish,
9-9-9.
they might hit Bradish up, especially after losing yesterday.
Shit.
So hold on, RC. Let's look at this then. In those games, even while you got it on the screen, in those games, let's compare those pitchers that he where he got the 9 runs and see if we compare those pitchers to Bradish or not. So you got Keegan
Say that one more
Thompson.
time.
So let's compare those
Oh,
pitchers.
the pictures.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
the
got
pitchers
you.
right there where they scored those. Those where the games went over. So they got 9 against Keegan Thompson. That's crazy because Keegan Thompson not that bad. He not that bad. I didn't think he'd give up 9. They got 9 against
Robbie
Robbie Ray.
Ray and Dylan Bundy. Yeah, most of those guys. I mean, obviously Manoah's a lot better than majority of those guys. Springs got him for 1 run here. Here they played him again. Put up
He got
6.
6 against Springs. Yeah.
Ruscio. I mean, like obviously, I feel like Manoah is probably the best pitcher out of all of these guys.
You know what else? Well, I wasn't comparing them to Manoah, RC. I was comparing them to Bradish to see if they could get those runs against Bradish too.
You're talking about on you're talking about the other side.
Yeah, on the opposite side, on the
the
Orioles.
bats.
Yeah, on the bat side. Yeah, and the common trend in
Yankees
that
here.
is that are those all 3 of those pitchers right-handed or Jeffrey Springs left-handed?
We could do.
Well, the only thing I was going to add, RC, is that the trend is that all 3 of those games are going over in the last 3. That was like what 9, 9, and 6 runs
That's
that they had
over.
scored on their side.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Okay. So they were able to put up 3, 6, and 4. 4.33. I just don't feel like they're gonna put up 7, 9 against no fucking Manoah, dude. That
Yeah. I'm with you.
It would be more this than these two.
It'll be a low-scoring game before it's a high-scoring game in this one. In my estimation.
I can only look towards the. God, I want to say the under, but.
Yeah. Eric said, man, if y'all take Baltimore today, I don't know what to tell y'all.
Yeah, I'm good on the side here. I'm just trying to focus on this total.
I like Baltimore, but you got to know when you got to pick and choose your spots, man. I ain't messing with picking them today.
What's the team total on the Orioles?
It's probably 4.5, 3.5. If I had to guess, let's go see. Team total for the Orioles. 3.5 for the Orioles.
3.5.
Yeah, 4.5. Yep, that's what I said. 4.5, 3.5, and they both priced pretty good. Minus 118 and a minus 115.
3.5.
I think Toronto gets to 5 before Baltimore gets to 4.
I would say Orioles under 3.5. Only 3 out of the 12 games, 11 games. 3 out of 11 games, the opponent got over.
The under 3.5 is a minus 104 right now. What's the first 5 then?
1.5.
It's got to be 1.5. It's probably juice too. I'm about to go check. Hold on. I see you picked the tough games to cap too.
For real. You know what? I thought people would like this. It's like it's 5.
Yeah, it's minus 110 both ways on the 1.5 RC for Baltimore team total.
You said what? For the first half?
For the first 5 team total for Baltimore, it's minus 110 both ways on the 1.5.
1.5. All right, so we look at this. So what I pulled up here, guys, this is a little bit of how you create a custom table. You bring in the parameter. So this is the opponent scored in the first 5 innings after the 5th inning ends, and then the opponent team, and then you put that same criteria here, and that would bring up your little custom table. That's just a little SDQL stuff for you guys.
Yeah,
but what I'm looking at,
right there, that's next level. I don't even know what I'm looking at.
what I'm looking at here is basically how many runs Manoa gave up in the first 5, specifically against those teams on
Oh, okay.
those games. So we go.
He gave up 4 to the A's. No
There
way.
you go. So they gave up 4 to the A's here,
What the?
3 to the A's here. So four out of the 11 games, they went over the 1.5. The opponent did against Manoa in the first 5. Astros, Guardians, Angels. It's crazy because it's Angels and A's who hit the most runs there.
That makes no sense, RC.
Fuck. Okay, so I would just say I would lean towards the under here, full game. I would lean towards the under here, full game. But I don't think I can make that official here.
Me either. Yeah, I'm not.
Let's move on to the next one. All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, what did you guys want to hear? What do you guys want to look into?
I don't know if LJ's still here. He had said the Rangers and the Astros game. Well, RC, I want your opinion, RC, on the Cubs game, because I'm a big Marcus Stroman fan. I love this dude. This dude is. I took him when I took the Mets first 5 on the run line one day, and they ended up not scoring at all. The Mets didn't. This was like 3 weeks ago. They ended up not scoring at all. So I'm interested to see because when you look at this, RC, it's not going to look good. He don't do good at home. He gave up a lot of runs, but since the injury, he's looked a lot better, and you'll see that in the last 3.
All right, so we got Stroman and Espino. Espino, I think he's been
terrible.
Is he? I think if I'm not mistaken, I think he's a young dude. I can't remember. All right, so let's see. 0-5 at home. Jesus, 7.94. But you see, like you mentioned, 2-1 here, 1.93.
He got hurt a lot of those games too, though. RC, like he got hurt like early when he was playing the home games, so he hasn't been as bad. So the stats are a little bit skewed.
What's that, Artucci? Your question here, dude. To be honest, I skip it. I'm not gonna lie. I skip games where they have an opener because I just don't know what they're gonna do after the opener leaves. If that makes sense.
What you mean the opener? You mean like the bullpen?
Yeah, when someone comes in with an opener, like
like
they come, the person's coming in for like 1 or 2 innings at most. That's my thing. If I don't know who's coming in afterwards, then I just skip it because depending on where they make the change, like what inning they make the change and all that stuff, like I don't want to mess with it. There's so many other games.
I'm with you.
But okay, so these two are going in opposite directions though. 1.93 here, 7.11 last 3. We look at the bats. Nationals hitting righties better than they do lefties. Here, pretty consistent either way at home. Yeah, so Nationals against righties better on the road. Okay, and then bullpen, we look at that. Not too far off from each other. And then last 5, averaging pretty good, but the runs are not going in. Just 3. All right, so let's go. Give me the dog. Four and 10 on the season, but 2 of the last 3 is a dog. So they're a big favorite today. Let's see how he is as a favorite. Wait, what? This is the first game as a favorite this season?
They're always the dog, but you got to be the favorite when you're playing against the Nets. You got to be the favorite when you're playing against the Nets.
So at home, 0-5. That's the whole thing that we were looking at earlier. But 1-2 here, 1-3 here.
He got rocked by the Cardinals, but you see that big jump though, RC, because you see April, May, and then he only got 1 game in June and then July.
And he's a lefty, yeah?
No, he's a righty.
Oh, he's a righty? Damn, how do you rock? He got rocked by Cardinals as a righty. All right, and then Rasmussen here.
LJ said
But,
Nationals are 327-3 first 5 last 33 games. God damn.
God damn.
That's what I like to see, LJ. Appreciate you,
Is
my
that the
guy.
money? That's the money line? That's
It
got to be
probably
the
is
money
the
line.
money
Yeah.
line. Yeah. God damn.
Yeah, man, this is tough to look at with Marcus Stroman because he was
Just
a
go look at his
up
last
and
couple
comer.
games in general, RC. Just go look at his last couple games. Like take out everything and just look at his games in general. Go to the end. Like just type in like last 2 months, last month. That's when he's been good. He don't get a lot of run support, but I think that he will against this guy today.
4-2-2-2-4.
He
Okay,
don't
so
give
last
up a
5
lot.
starts, he didn't give up a lot. He's just not getting a lot of run
And look
support.
at those opponents, RC. Dodgers, Mets, Phillies, Giants.
Wheeler's
Yeah,
good. Kershaw,
Tajon Walker.
man,
Like,
all these guys are pretty good.
that's my point. Kershaw, like, dude
So they
was been.
weren't so they weren't getting the runs because dude, like, why is he facing every fucking good pitcher? It don't make any sense.
That's my point, RC. That's digging in deeper. You know what I mean? Like, I really like
Yeah.
Stroman. I like Stroman a lot. I think it's because you were a do-rag.
Let's see. Start Espino. Let's see on this side. 3-7, giving up 5.4, 4.81. So
3.2
what was this one against the
3.2 in the first
Rangers?
5.
4 Braves, 6 Dodgers. What? Okay.
Yeah, remember they got the Dodgers. They won two games back to back against the Dodgers. I don't know how, but
Yeah. Okay. So you see Matt Stoney with you on this Stroman spot. I didn't really cap this one too far earlier, but it does make sense. It does make a lot of sense, but it's just like every game has a dog, and all of a sudden minus 200. Like it's just funky.
they're minus 200. I didn't know it was that bad.
I think so. Let me see.
God damn! How you go from being a dog to minus 200?
Yeah, it's minus 200 in some spots, but that's also saying, like, yeah, I don't know. If the line's telling a story, it's saying take the Cubs, but it's just so funky that he's never been a favorite at all this season. So I wouldn't want to touch it, in my opinion.
What about the 4.5 for the first 5? I see.
Total?
Yeah.
Oh, where the fuck did it go? That makes sense to me from Espino's side, because he's giving up 5.6 here. A lot of these. What is this? Oh, 6-3-1 to the over. Yeah, it makes
You think
sense.
it go over though? I don't know. See, I think Stroman blank him today. I could see him going. I could see him going 5 and them not scoring.
But what if the Cubs put up runs?
That's hard to do too, RC. They just don't score. I mean, they scored yesterday, but like I've been cashing the last series they played against the Marlins. I think I cashed on the first 5 under every single game.
It's 4.5, not 4. Wait, it's not 4.5. It can't be 4.5. It's at 7.5.
First 5. First 5 is 4.5. The under is minus 144.
4.5 on a 7.5 total. That's definitely telling a story. In my opinion.
That's my point. I've been catching a lot of games like this, bro. A lot of games.
Well, shit. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense then. Huh.
I probably won't play it though, just because
I don't think I'm gonna play this one.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna play this one.
Let's move on to another one. I just wanted your opinion real quick.
Someone said something about Astros earlier.
Yeah, Astros and Rangers. You got Perez on the mound today. I looked into that game.
Oh my god! So I don't know if I added that on the trend list. Let me just check.
Yep, where he's 10-0 for the waste.
But that motherfucker, yeah, I did not put it on there because it's probably gonna be one of my Sports Memo premium plays. But if you guys are watching, hello. All right, so let's go. So Rangers here. Perez here, Urquidy, or however you want to say his name.
Mm-hmm.
Lefty versus righty. Perez been pretty strong this season. Urquidy not too bad. 3.62 ERA. Whip around the same. Average innings pitched. You can see Perez going a little bit deeper here. I'm going through is this small to you guys? I think it looks small.
Yeah, it's a tad bit small.
Okay. Here is that 10-0 on the road here, and 6-3 at home. So you can see both of these guys not really giving up much at all.
Yeah, I wanted to play on the total, I see, but I think it opened at 7.5, so I just kind of.
Yeah.
What's the first 5 though? see.
So we can see 3-0 to the over here. He's getting a lot of run support last 3 games, even at home in general, just six runs there. Opponents averaging less than 3. On the opposite side, Urquidy also giving up less than 3 runs per game, but a little bit less run support here on his side. Yeah, if we look at the bat, go ahead.
How much RC? How many runs are they giving up the last 3 games?
Last 3 games, 1.67 here.
And
So it's the opposite right here. But if you look at his ERA,
no, I was just talking about earned runs because I typically go with that number just because
up here,
that's more indicative of me taking the first 5. You know what I mean? Because
I
they typically last about that many innings. I think I just found the play though, RC, but keep going. The first 5 is the first 5 under is 4.5. I think I'm about to hop on that under.
Is it 4.5? All right, so if we look at the home road splits here, you can see the Rangers hit less, 4.31 runs, lower average as well. Here, higher average, lower runs. So that's pretty interesting. That you would think it would be a little bit higher if they're hitting 260. On the last 5 here, you can see that. Oh man, okay, so they're going 303, 640. Here, pretty consistent with their full season, 223, 3.4. As far as average, but I guess the run support is not there. So we'll see that. And then the bullpen here, Rangers 405, Astros 0.63 ERA last 5, so they're killing it. 2.16, 3.42. Okay. So we go here. We just bring up Perez and A. So we want to look at that on the road. This is what I was focusing on here, 10-0. On the money line, whether he's a favorite or a dog here. And then also on the first 5 run line here, 5-1, first 5 run line. To the total here, I mean, nothing really telling there.
I'll tell you what's telling to me, RC. What's telling to me is the opponent first 5 total, 1.6, right? Is that what you said?
1.6, yep. So that is 2.8 and 1.6. And if what are we looking at? 8? What is the first 5?
4.5.
4.5. Okay. So 4.5 on the first 5. If we go here. So we're looking at 8. Total is 8. So I just ordered it by total here. I wanted to see similar totals. So on the 8.5 side, we're looking at a lot of unders. When we hit the 8 here, there was one other 8 against the White Sox. 7.5, 7 to.
What's the 7.5? Because that's what it is. I see. It's
7.5 now.
Yeah, 7.5 minus 120 right now.
So they lit up Patrick Sandoval, and I don't think they'll be able to hit that many runs against Urquidy.
I agree.
Blackburn at home. Okay, and then let's go over to. Well, actually, let's look at versus righties here.
How many runs is that in the first 5? 2.64? No,
2.5. 4. That's exactly 4.5 runs. I think
1.8. Yeah.
Right? Am I calculating that correctly?
They're getting 1.86, right? But that's Perez doesn't give up that many runs. So I don't.
No.
The scary part for me, RC, on the under is that if you look at the Astros, you just looked at their bats. If you look at them I just looked at the last month against starting left-handed pitchers, dude, they're killing it.
So there's that 1.83, 1.83.
That's what I'm looking at. Okay.
Yep.
Can he slow the Astros down, who've been hitting so good against lefties, though?
Shit, he did it before. 3-0. 3-0 right there. 7-3 Mets. That one went over. Giolito, Montes. And Montes was good with Oakland. Not so much his first start with the Yankees. Wheeler was good. Wheeler is good.
Kim in the chat said Astros are under. Name a better combination.
Yeah, man, they're killing those unders. I think if you go
the
the
Marlins
Bears,
in the under, the Marlins that had more unders than every team in the
good.
last
And look at
week.
if you just go straight unders with the Astros this season, you're making money, bro. Like that's just hella crazy.
Yeah.
How much like they're just not adjusting to it. Like it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's the way I was going with it. Anyways, I was going full game under and also towards the Rangers side. I think they could probably win this like 3-1 or something like that, similar to like what we're seeing in these other games.
I'm going first five under. Look. I want you to look at two things real quick, RC. So
Yeah.
you Crady or whatever his name is. I want you to look at him in this spot. Did we look at his stats in this spot? See
No,
how many
actually, we
runs
didn't.
he's
We didn't
given
even
up?
go to that side yet.
Yeah, let's go.
So
Let's go to that side because I think that's important, and I think that tells a story as well, which is why I'm on the under. This was what I looked at last night. It was just one quick capping. You left the M in there.
All right, so we're looking at what home favorite.
Oh, look at them unders. I love it. Love to see it.
Four straight unders.
Yeah, but you didn't even type in home favorite.
I didn't take it at home yet. No, I did not. So full game to the under, 1.12 on the first 5, 2.62 allowing full game.
So 1.12 added with that 1.63 gives me a nice little cushion for that 4.5 under for the first 5.
About a 1.5 run cushion.
I like it.
What is the line on that, or the odds?
Minus 130, I think is what I saw.
Minus 130, first 5 under.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can find that better odds too. I'm just looking at FanDuel right now.
Yeah.
Other thing I want. This is my caution, RC. Tell me what you think about this. Astros against starting left-handed pitchers since July 1st.
In 1-4-0, 1-3 to the under. Damn, they've been smashing that.
Yeah, that's my point. That was a great part.
But if you look at who they are, so we're looking at the pitchers here. Most of that, I mean, Patrick Sandoval, I wouldn't say he's a good pitcher. Cole Urban, probably close to Martin Perez here. The most, like comparable out of these pitchers, and that one went under 1.5 on that side. Let me pull that one out real quick. What date was that? 15. What that first 5 was. 1-0. I could see that happening today.
I could see that happening too.
I could definitely see that happening today. Oh, they're here.
That's that one.
That's not it. Block.
Yeah, Dom, that's what I think I'm gonna be at too, bro. I think he said he took the under for the first 5. I think I'm gonna be on that under too. I'm checking to see where I can get the best line on that, but these unders been paying my bills for me. I swear.
Yeah. So yeah, I like that first 5 under. I was actually looking at the full game under.
That probably gonna cash too.
And also towards the Rangers. I think like I said earlier, like a 3-1 type of game is what I was looking at.
You take him on the money line, RC, or you gonna take him on
the money line? I'm taking him on the money line. Same thing as like yesterday. You know, when I took Baltimore Orioles on the money line, I feel like it's that same type of situation here.
Yeah, but you don't worry a little bit that UKD is just a tad bit better than Kikuchi? Like that was a fade of Kikuchi.
That's a fade of Kikuchi, yeah, of course. But I think more so I
just trust
Perez. I trust Perez here. And if you could see like we'll look at Perez again in these spots here. Like, other than if you take this White Sox game out of here, look at how much the opponents are scoring. Like, it doesn't. He already blanked the Astros here. You know what I mean? Like, and then the Mets here only scored 3. I just feel like he's going to be able to do enough in this spot. Naked Asia again. Yeah, chat's going off on Naked HD. There you go. But yeah, so I think I'm taking Rangers on the money line. I'm going on that money, the plus I think I got what I forgot what I got it
I
at
see it
earlier.
at plus 145 right now.
I think I had it at something higher earlier. Let me
You
check
probably
my.
did. Yeah. I'm definitely locking in that first 5 under though. That's my one. I'm about to put that in right now. I ain't played nothing all day.
What the fuck was I looking at? Okay, here. Yeah, so it's moving towards the Rangers.
It makes
It
sense.
isn't the line is moving towards the Rangers. So I'm pretty sure I got a different number.
And if the Rangers go win, I do think the game still stays under, and it's going to be because of
Oh
the
yeah,
Reds
for
and not
sure.
because of their offense. So yeah, that makes me
Yeah.
even more confident in the under. I'm definitely taking the under.
Well, I'm okay with the split because I mean, like, if I'm getting plus money, I don't lose any juice if if I get the under, but not the Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
What up,
that's
Tease?
me. Oh, Tease is here. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what? Drop your WNBA plays. Tease, drop them. Um, that is that. What time is it? 51 minutes.
You want to do another one, RC, or not?
Let's do fuck it.
And
Let's do
you
one
said something
more.
about
I
the
got
Dodgers
time.
game, right?
Yeah, let's do one more. Let's do one more. Dodgers.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, I gotta write stuff down. So what were you gonna do on the last game? The
First 5 under 4.5. I see. I put it in
first
already.
five.
I just played it
Okay.
on one book. I'm already gonna play it on a couple books, especially if I can get it at
Rangers.
4.5. Like you said, that's a telling a story, bro. I've been cashing in these spots. You get a full game of 7.5, and they got the first 5 sitting at 4.5.
Yeah.
Two really good pitchers on the mound. I love that spot. I might get that out the chalkboard later.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta drop a free play on chalkboard too. All right. So what we're gonna look at Dodgers.
Yeah, I know you had mentioned Dodgers earlier.
Yeah, I was looking at the under, so I want to dive into where is it?
Cause Urias?
Yeah, because Urias.
Yeah, Urias is good.
But then also
Great.
Joe is pretty. Joe Ryan
Joe
is
Ryan.
good too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see that their whips are pretty solid here. 3.67 ERA, 2.57 righty versus lefty. Here we got Urias here at 14, 4, and 3 to the under. So he's just an under pitcher in general. Last
Dude's
three games,
amazing.
under 1.0 ERA.
Yep, he killing it. He
3-0
that
to
ace
the
right now.
under.
Definitely that
Yeah.
ace right now. I see.
On this side, you got Joe Ryan struggling a bit on the road here compared to home. Last 3, especially 7.04. Trending towards the over here. So a lot of his unders are coming at home versus on the road. I have to bust out. All right, thanks for stopping by, Tease. I'll catch your replay in a bit. You guys go catch Tease's WNBA show. He has that daily as well. If you guys want to bet WNBA. All right, so let's look at the bats here. Twins less against lefties versus righties on the road, and then Dodgers a little bit less here on the run support at home against righties. So on both sides, a little bit less of run support here. And if you like the under, that's what you want to see. The bullpens here pretty similar. So we go last 5, 2.7. So Twins are struggling a little bit more against lefties on the road the last few games. Here, their run support is up, but compared to lefties, still not as much. Bullpens here, Dodgers are killing it still. Twins struggling a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. Tease on you. Yeah, Tease is on YouTube said, I think you could just click on his tag name or whatever, and it'll take you straight to his channel. I believe that you can do that. So try that out. Definitely hit him up with a like and subscribe on his channel. All right, so let's go to Urias. All right, so what we were looking at 15, 4, and 2 to the under in general. So average 4.19, 3.24. First 5, though, there's pretty high run support for the first 5 on the Dodgers side.
Yes, it is. They get there early, RC.
Yeah, 4 straight unders here. You're just winning too. Look at that. Straight W's. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They ain't lost since them games.
All but one on the run line too. The last one that didn't hit the run line was this Rockies, so that's also pretty good. A good sign that him and the Dodgers are in good form. Let's say home. He's probably a home favorite. Every time he's at home, he's probably a favorite.
Absolutely.
There's no way. 5, 2, and 2 to the under. So a lot of the damage is done in that first 5.
Yeah.
4 straight run line covers too. Man, this making me want to look at the run line for some reason.
Yeah, as you should. I see. I'm looking at the Dodgers right now against starting right-handed pitchers in the last month at home. They're 8-4, 66% hit rate on the 1.5.
Yeah. Joe Ryan. Okay. Let's look at how they do when he's
on the road as a dog.
I want to see how the -200.
Oh yeah, how he did when he's a big favorite.
Yeah, when he's a heavy favorite. 3-1, 1-2-1.
That's real deal Holyfield stuff right there.
Yeah, every win. So Mitch Keller, that's nasty. But those -360, those -300 stuff is so funky though.
Yeah, them the ones you never take.
Never take. I don't. Yeah, I would never do that. Not even on the run line, to be honest.
Nope. That run line probably is like -165.
So here 11, 9, 5, 3, 5, 2. The unders. Cubs Smiley. They went to over. It's either they win by run line or the underdog wins. Yeah, that makes sense.
The Cubs scored 9 runs against you.
That's
That's crazy. What?
Yeah, that shit's crazy. All right, let's see. Joe Ryan. I think we know what's up with Urias. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Joe Ryan, 11-6, 9-8 to the under. First 5 is towards the over. So even with him, first 5 is where most of the damage is done for runs.
Go back up, RC? I missed it. What was it?
So most of the runs
he's giving
here,
up 2.29. Okay.
Yeah. So the bullpen is doing their job consistently for both of these teams.
They're scoring 2.25 runs, almost 2.25 runs, but I see that probably going down.
So on the road, 6-2 to the over. Even more on the first 5 there.
Yeah, they're scoring less on the first 5 too, because that number was 2.45 first.
Over. Damn. Okay, 6-2 to the over. Let's do a dog. Look at that first 5 over. Damn, he's been getting lit up. Look at the.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Mariners and Padres.
If they can do it, then I know the Dodgers can do it.
Bro, what is 190? So first 5 run line would on the Dodgers side would probably be like -140 or something.
It is. It's -142.
It is?
Yeah, I just looked at it. I just pulled it up because that's what I was looking at when you said that. I was thinking, what can I take the Dodgers at on the run line for the first 5? Which I ain't trying to lay that juice either, but yeah.
That talks me off of the full game under because of how just nasty these are. Look at 110, 8-9, 8-4.
Yeah, and we talking about a Padres team that hasn't scored in how many innings? Like they ain't scored in a while. And the White Sox, the Mariners, their offense is not better than the Dodgers. The Dodgers got the best offense in the MLB.
So would we say first 5 team total over on the Dodgers here?
I was just you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about.
What is that? What is that?
I'm about to look at it right now. Hold
2.5. First
I bet you it's probably, if it's 2.5, it's juice. But I bet you it's probably 3.5. No, it's probably 2.5. You're probably right. Let's see.
Orioles and what? Dodgers and under. So it's either Dodgers and under or Astros and under, right, guys?
Oh, it's actually 2.5. RC. It ain't even juice. It's -115.
The what?
The Dodgers team total is 2.5 -115.
2.5 -150. Yeah, man. Why wouldn't we take the over on the team total first 5 here.
I can't see a reason not to. Let me what would you raise run support at home, RC?
$3.22.
Oh yeah, yep. sounds good to me.
Right? That make any sense?
What about the Dodgers at home, RC? After you do that one, I got another one for you.
3.75, bro.
Yep, that's even more support.
This one's
What about the Dodgers at home against starting right-handed pitchers in the last month?
Say that one more time.
The Dodgers at home.
Dodgers.
Dodgers at home against starting right-handed pitchers in the last month, or July 1st.
Oops. $2.42.
Okay. You dark.
All right, so we got the
Josiah Gray.
10-2 straight up, 8-4 on the run line. Who did we? All right, so you got Darvish, Marquez, Stroman, Webb, Cobb, Espina. Damn, what? Espina. Josiah Gray. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. All right, so we got... Okay, I got you. Should we look at... There's only one game with Urias on here, which is today's game. That's ugly.
Yeah. Type in... Just change it from right-handed pitching to left-handed pitcher, honestly. I'm just interested to see how many runs they scored in the first 5. Damn, that's the way it's at. 4.5 in the first 5. God, man, why couldn't Joe Ryan be left-handed, be right-handed?
I mean, like, yeah, all right, so I don't know. I still like that first 5 team total over.
I do too. Yeah, I do.
It just makes sense to me, especially when we're looking at the Joe Ryan side.
He been getting rocked in the first 5, so yeah.
Yeah.
Everything added up.
Okay.
Except them doing better against left-handed pitching than right-handed pitching.
So instead of the full game under, I'm gonna do that. First 5 team total over
2.5.
All right, so we got... All right, I'm gonna go over the games that we went through then. Oops. Check that out. All right, so first we went with Guardians. So I'm gonna go with mine, and can you say yours just in case? I don't want to mess up your plays. So I'm gonna go Guardians full game run line on the first one we talked about.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna tell that one, RC. I was talking about doing the first 5, which if I play it, it'll be a half unit, but I haven't put anything in yet except the next game that we're about to talk about.
Yeah, and then the other one, the other one was the Blue Jays Orioles. I don't think we got an official play.
Yeah, we had
on
nothing on that one.
Yeah, and then the Rangers Astros first 5, under 4.5.
Yes, sir. That's official for me. Official.
Yep. Under 4.5 there.
Sure.
And then the Dodgers first 5 team total over 2.5.
I'm playing that one too. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I like those 3. And then
my other short list plays, RC, I know we're not gonna go over them, but and I don't know if I'm playing the Mets on the run line against just fading minor with Carrasco on the mound. I think it was already like minus 135 though for them to win by 2 runs. I think they probably beat the Reds by like 20 tonight. But I like the Mets on the run line. The Phillies, I was looking into that. I don't think I'm gonna end up playing it, but Zach Wheeler on the mound today, on their run line as well, 1.5. But I haven't got there with either one of those. And then of course we talked about Marcus Stroman. Cubs first 5 minus 0.5, but I didn't play that either. So those were just my short list plays that I was looking into. I might do a little bit more deeper diving.
Yeah. And then we're probably both gonna drop something for free or for free plays on Chalkboard, right? I gotta put one up anyways. So those are the three official plays we'll go with on this show today. If you guys do follow me on Twitter and you guys um, came here through just finding me because of the trends and stuff, just full transparency, I put up trends not just because they look good, but because I think they're gonna win. Because I I can pull any trend. I think SoCal DJ mentioned this earlier, and I think Chris talked about this earlier too. Is we can pull trends on any situation, any team, and make it look good. But the fact that people do that just for content purposes, I just feel like that's not right. But the trends that I do, and it's the reason why it takes long for me to put those trends out there. From when I first tweet it, it takes long because I'm actually trying to find the ones that I feel like are gonna win. So that just full transparency, I'm not putting those out there just to have content out there, if that makes sense. Hopefully, you guys understand me. Um, and I do have that little disclaimer on the bottom that trends are not bets because they're not. You have to do your due diligence with these bets, these trends. But just know that I did my part, and hopefully you guys do yours. Um, so that's that. And then Chris, you dropped a couple new episodes, right, of your Capper show, and I still need to freaking get
Yeah.
on there.
Right. Yeah. First of all, we got to get you on there, RC. Second of all, yeah, I dropped the episode with Jay Money yesterday. Super, super dope episode. If you guys are interested in, just going, you just learning a little bit more about, your favorite cappers. And I know a lot of people on the show are, big fans of Jay, as I am myself, and I know you are as well, RC. So yeah, got a chance to chop it up with Jay. We talked about, other things besides gambling and basketball, but we talked about basketball and his journey of, where he started to where he is now. So I would highly encourage people to check that out. Can be found on Twitter, or you can find it on my YouTube page at Crispy Capping, 2 P's, 2 N's. And I definitely got to get my guy RC on there. But yeah, go back and check out the other episodes too if you find that one interesting, because Finesse is on there. I dropped the one with Sanaya the other day. Yeah, try to keep it going for sure, RC. But yeah, I appreciate you letting me plug that. But other than that, I don't got anything else. Check out the chalkboard. RC got the link up. It's like right over here somewhere.
I gotta take the screen now. Let me take the screen off.
Scan the QR code right there, and that'll get you in the chalkboard. Not to toot our own horns, but like RC said at the beginning of the show, man, we've been using the data and picking our spots and choosing them nicely, and we've been cashing for sure. So appreciate you guys for rocking with us. And I'm just, excited to be able to keep it going. I always like coming on the show with RC so we can chop it up and talk about baseball, find some spots, and I enjoy it.
We didn't do this during the NBA season, and when that pops up, oh my god, that's just gonna be popping. I'll tell you that right now. We're gonna have Jay up in here and all that shit. So in ski, hopefully, NBA season is gonna be popping.
Absolutely.
Maz Stoney, it takes hours to really cap. Yes, just imagine it took us an hour to go through 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And in the MLB, there's how many games a day?
15,
like it's just crazy.
15
right?
games
So
a day, I see.
It really does take a long time to cap these games. So just appreciate everyone for popping in here and sticking with us for about an hour.
Yeah. One more thing, I see.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bet the Sky, if you're still in here, he asked us. He said you guys got a Google group, and I missed that. It was at 3:00, like 16 minutes ago. So we don't have a Google group, but we do have a chalkboard community where you can where we where we're able to interact with just people in general and talk about sports and talk about betting, talk about trends, give out free plays. We do giveaways. So if you're interested in joining that, it's free and it's not available for Android yet, but it will be really, really soon. RC posts plays in there for free. I do as well. And our other guy, Finesse, he does as well. And like I said, we're doing really, really good. So just scan this QR code right here and it'll take you straight to it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And with that said, it is the end of the show. Where's the... Did I have something else here? Okay. So I don't know if you guys know, this is something that was brought up to my attention. No one actually knew that I work with Sports Memo this whole time because I've been doing free trends like for a while now. And a lot of people, the new followers, didn't know I actually work for Sports Memo. There's a little link down below me too to go directly to my my Sports Memo profile page, and if you know, I post pics daily, but a lot of the stuff that I do is for free, guys. So just because I work with Sports Memo and Wagertalk doesn't mean I'm just selling shit all the time. You know what I mean? My goal is a little bit different, if that makes sense, and hopefully you guys can rock with that, whether or not I do work with a company that does sell picks. So that's just information that people, I guess, didn't know until people started hitting me in the DM. So that's that. But a lot of my stuff is free, like I said. But yeah, this is the end of the show, guys. Thanks to all who tuned in on YouTube and on Twitter. If you are on YouTube, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button before you bounce. Make sure you check out the links in the descriptions as well. There's a link directly to Chris's Twitter account, I think, in the description. There's a link to Spodez, Give Me the Dog, Killer Sports, all the sites that we use on here to cap games. Those are in the description as well. And as always, I have to end with this. Please remember, whether you fade us or follow us, it's on you to make that call. Good luck on all your action. Till next time, peace.